We begin first with Bourbon Street. It has reopened to the public for the first time since yesterday's truck attack, where there is now extra security.
All this comes as the FBI does reveal new details about the suspect who lived in the Houston area. Now, investigators say that 14 innocent people died in that attack. 42-year-old Shamsud-Din posted videos on social media just hours before ramming his truck into the crowd. Now, those videos said he was inspired by ISIS and had a desire to kill President Biden. Police shot and killed him.
And we do have team coverage of the terror attack. Jade Fleury has been looking into the suspect's Houston ties. But we begin first with Jonathan Mejia, who's live in New Orleans, where investigators spoke today. Jonathan, what have you learned?
Yeah, we're learning more details about the FBI's investigation. It is still ongoing. What's reopened now is Bourbon Street. You're seeing lots of tourists and people alike walking up and down this street. We're also seeing a growing memorial here that is honoring the lives of the 14 victims. And we're learning that the man who carried out this attack, investigators believe he did it on his own.
We do not assess at this point that anyone else is involved in this attack except for Shamsud-Din.
In an ongoing investigation that has been active for more than 24 hours, more than 1,000 FBI investigators have been able to go through hundreds of hours worth of footage, conduct interviews, and track down leads. With that information, they have been able to trace Shamsud-Din steps prior to the deadly attack.
Jabbar picked up the rented F-150 in Houston, Texas on December 30th. He then drove from Houston to New Orleans on the evening of the 31st, and he posted several videos to an online platform proclaiming his support for ISIS.
In addition to claiming support for the terrorist group, Jabbar talked about harming his friends and family. 3 phones and 2 laptops linked to Jabbar were recovered and are being searched. Back out on the streets, tourists say they're feeling safe.
The police, the army, everywhere. So, yeah, it's a little bit unnerving to see the police and everything, but like I said, I think everyone feels secure.
New Orleans is a beautiful city overall, I think. I think it's bad, it's terrible for the things that happens here, and we hope that when it opened back, we can just have opportunities just to go out and enjoy the French Quarter again.
So the city of New Orleans is slowly getting back to some type of normalcy here. You're hearing the music behind me. That is a sign that people are out here and back to business. But the mayor of New Orleans says that reverence is important for the 14 victims that lost their lives in this deadly attack. 15 people died in total, including Jabbar.
Jonathan, the FBI says in addition to everything else they recovered, they did find 2 coolers containing improvised explosive devices, or IEDs. So what else did they say about those?
That's right. Investigators are reviewing hours of footage, surveillance videos, interviews, and they were able, like you just mentioned, to see on camera Jabbar, the man who carried out this attack, place potential explosive devices in those coolers, and they were able to see that he later went back and changed of clothes before carrying out this attack.
Well, Jonathan, the FBI still probably needs the public's help in their investigation. Are they still asking to hear from people?
Yes, it's still an active investigation. Just because the street is open again does not mean the investigation is over. So far, they have received more than 400 tips, all thanks to the public reaching out and heeding to their call of wanting to help and get more information out there. So they have a tip line that you can call, and they also have a website that you can go and submit tips. They're also asking anyone that had any contact with Jabbar to come forward and share what they have known or learned or just had conversations with him. And going back to the topics of the coolers, we also know that surveillance video shows that people were taking a look inside of those coolers, and FBI is asking anyone that may have opened one of those coolers to come forward and speak. They're not in trouble, they're just wanting to get more information.
All right, Jonathan Mejia reporting live for us in New Orleans tonight. Thank you.